Border security is a problem, and it has been not only in the last 3 years, but I would submit to you for decades. We attempted to put together a comprehensive legislation, bipartisan legislation that was worked on by the Senate to provide additional border crossing guards, to provide additional electronic surveillance to prevent infiltration of fentanyl and other harmful drugs to Americans in our schools, efforts to provide ability for detection on human trafficking. As a matter of fact, Senator Lindsey Graham suggested it was the most comprehensive border security protection program that we've had a chance to vote on in decades. And it was supposed to, I believe, pass the Senate in a bipartisan fashion, and I think it would have gained traction here. But former President Trump said, no, we can't pass this because I need the campaign issue in November of this year. And all of a sudden that stopped the bipartisan support. Well, I think that's hypocrisy. Border security is an issue. We've seen the result of illegal crossings that have resulted in crimes and in deaths. And we can do a better job. We should do a better job. And that bipartisan piece of legislation would have done just that. So the president announced 2 weeks ago, and I was a part of that support, for changes in the law that he could do through his executive procedure to try to provide greater restrictions and protection at the border. But it's not enough. Clearly, we need to have Congress step up to the plate in a bipartisan action. We had that opportunity, I thought, earlier this year until former President Trump decided that politics was more important than fixing the problem. I think that certainly it is a important issue that Americans care about, and it's been politicized like other issues oftentimes are politicized. And therefore there's not the political motivation to find a solution that would take the politics out of it, sadly, because the border is a problem and we need to work on it on a bipartisan basis. I thought we had a vehicle that would have done just that through this very comprehensive effort, but sadly, former president killed that.
Well, the government's current vetting process is so broke, it's sad. We have a border security caucus that meets every Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock when we're in session. And we had a CBP retired officer come and address us 2 weeks ago, I think it was. 53,000 what we would call special interest aliens, and those are from the countries I named: Iraq, Iran, Syria, Afghanistan, Yemen, right on down the line. 53,000 came across since October of 2023, not even a year. Now, if we missed 10% of those 53,000, there's 5,300 terrorists, could be terrorists in our country that we don't know about. If we missed 1%, there's 530 terrorists in our country that we don't know about. And how many terrorists did it take to bring down the Trade Center towers? 19. We don't know who's in this country. Biden is to blame. There's going to be more and more death, unfortunately, more and more criminal acts, unfortunately. And the FBI, I've been told, has been putting out some statistics about everybody should be aware that we might have terrorists in our country. The open border is a travesty. It wasn't that way so much under Trump. Trump had it more under control. Why our friends on the other side of the aisle don't understand that, I don't get it.